That case centers on allegations that Trump raped E. Jean Carroll in a New York City department store in the 1990s. And those are allegations that Trump denies. And the questions that the judge asked the jury in that case, they basically tell you everything you need to know about Trump's base of support right now. Are you a member of a radical militia group? How about the KKK? Are you a believer in the big lie that the election was stolen? Because if so, you may be part of Donald Trump's base, and that could amount to bias in this trial. That highly revealing detail out of court today, that happened on the very same day that President Biden officially announced that he is running for a second term as president. If you look at his announcement video today, it's pretty clear that Biden is courting a different kind of supporter.
The question we're facing is whether in the years ahead we have more freedom or less freedom, more rights or fewer. I know what I want the answer to be, and I think you do too. This is not a time to be complacent. That's why I'm running for re-election. Because I know America. I know we're good and decent people. I know we're still a country that believes in honesty and respect and treating each other with dignity. That we're a nation where we give hate no safe harbor. We believe that everyone is equal, that everyone should be given a fair shot to succeed in this country.
No mention of the KKK or fringe militia groups. After that video was released, President Biden was off on the campaign trail where he spoke to union workers in Washington, D.C. Biden's argument for his reelection at that meeting focused on his accomplishments over the past 2.5 years, things like passing a major infrastructure bill, passing the biggest climate investment in American history, and lowering prescription drug costs. And the president vowed that if reelected, he would finish the job. And that is a 2024 Biden sales pitch. Finish the job. In response to the president's announcement today, the Republican Party gave everyone a sneak peek of its strategy against Joe Biden in 2024. I want to show you a little of what they put out today, but before I do, I need to give you sort of a weird disclosure. For their first ad since the official Biden announcement, the Republican Party chose to just make something up. Or rather, they asked a computer to just make something up. The RNC's first big ad against Biden was entirely generated by artificial intelligence, AI. And it takes place in a completely fictional dystopia, a kind of robot-manufactured hellscape where Joe Biden is reelected. Take a look.
This just in, we can now call the 2024 presidential race for Joe Biden.
My fellow Americans.
This morning, an emboldened China invades Taiwan.
Financial markets are in free fall as 500 regional banks have shuttered their doors.
Border agents were overrun by a surge of 80,000 illegals yesterday evening.
Officials closed the city of San Francisco this morning, citing the escalating crime and fentanyl crisis.
Who's in charge here? It feels like the train is coming off the tracks.
China invaded Taiwan. The financial markets are in free fall. They closed San Francisco? How do you close a city? Do they just strip it down like an old Toys R Us and turn the whole Bay Area into one big Halloween superstore? I mean, who can know? Despite what those robot news anchors have to say, none of this is real. And it says a lot that the Republican National Committee had to create an entirely fictional Biden apocalypse to run against. It is also shocking, by the way, to see Republicans double down on misleading campaign shenanigans just 1 week after the media arm of the Republican Party, which would be Fox News, paid out a historic $700 million settlement for perpetuating lies about a presidential election. But yeah, that really is the Republican strategy right now to beat Joe Biden.